Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sophia, and if you're new around here, welcome. Today's look went from being like springy to like summer. It could work for either season. I personally would even do it for the winter if it were like me, because that's just who I am. I love to play around with the colors. I did use the James Charles by Morphe palette, and I know I've been using it for most of my tutorials, but that's only because it has a lot of colors and a lot of different looks you can play around with. So I will be continuing to use it throughout a couple more of my videos. I did order new palettes that are coming in the mail, but they're not yet here, so I can't make those videos yet. I have videos prepared. I have a couple ideas here and there. I did make an Instagram poll asking you guys what you guys wanted to see. I did take that idea for the eyelash tutorial that I did make, and I will link that down below if you haven't watched it. But I would like to hear what you guys have to say. I've had a couple people like send me messages telling me, oh, like I like this and I do this technique, and I really appreciate that. Like, I'm more than welcome to like listen to you guys and talk to you guys about what you guys want to see. If there's any kind of brand, any palette, any concealer, anything you guys want me to try and give a review on, just let me know. Comment down below, or I'll be tagging my Instagram and my Twitter also down below, so you guys can go ahead and just send me a message telling me what you guys want me to, what kind of tutorials and videos you guys want me to make, and I'm more than welcome to. But as of right now, I have a couple videos in mind that I'll be showing you for the next couple of weeks, so stay tuned for that. And on that note, I'll get this tutorial started. I hope you give it a thumbs up. You learned a couple things of how to use bright colors for the upcoming seasons, and you enjoy. So don't forget to give it also a subscription. Don't forget to subscribe. Oh, and on that note, also, throughout the video, I cannot speak. For some reason, my words weren't coming out and I was not making proper sentences. So I'll give you a heads up on that. Today was just not like, you know, a good day for me. I did like the makeup overall, how it turned out, so that's why I decided to upload the video. But throughout the video, there's a couple times where like I mess up on my words, and it's just kind of funny. So I hope you guys enjoy and give it a thumbs up. Let's get going. Alright, so we're going to be using our James Charles by Morphe palette. We're going to begin by setting our eyelids. I obviously put the concealer that I usually put first on my eyelids, and now I'm going to actually like set it with eyeshadow. For the first eyeshadow we're going to be using is this one right here. It's a very like creamy neutral color. You can barely even tell like when you apply it that you have it on, but you know, anything makes a difference. Apply it. Alright, for the next color that I actually used, I went on and I used this orange, right over here, and I applied it in our crease, and I blended that out into like the upper part of our eyelid, just so I could give it that like gradient look. For this eye, it's kind of still a little bit too light, so I'm going to add a little bit more product, and I'm just going to take my brush and I'm just going to blend that out once more. Okay, now to kind of like darken the eye look a little bit more, we're going to use like a red kind of color. It's this color right here, this one right here. And that color we're going to be placing in our actual crease. Like that. And I'm going to take my brush and I'm just going to blend it out. I guess not that brush. Okay, now that the red is in our inner crease and it's all blended out, we're going to cut our crease with the same flat brush that I've been using and the concealer by Maybelline in the Instant Age Rewind Fair in the shade Fair. And I'm just going to go on and I apply my concealer in the middle of my eyelid. And we're going to take it all the way to our actual crease. We're going to take that first into our inner corner. And we're just kind of gonna follow our crease. Sometimes I like take off the product and I kind of just use, like in this case, toilet paper to like flatten out the brush. And yeah, look, it's so old, it kind of like detaches. I just need to buy a new one. I just haven't had time. I have a couple videos planned out, but obviously I have to go and buy all the makeup for it. I have a drugstore video coming soon. I have a boyfriend does your makeup kind of like challenge slash just like video also coming soon. And then I have a couple things in mind. For the upcoming videos. So for this look, I kind of want to take that concealer all over my eyelid, not just like halfway or like in the middle. Okay, so as you guys can tell, I kind of went overboard on this side of the concealer. It kind of went like over my crease more than I wanted it to. So I think I'm just gonna have to like overline my eyelid. Or I could just like, let's see if this works. I'm gonna take a little bit of that red and I'm just gonna place it where I messed up. Like that. Oh, it did work. So I just placed the red eyeshadow color into like the crease once again, just because I kind of went over, like I went in my crease, but then I went over that, so it's kind of it was like too like high up, I guess. And now I'm gonna blend like that. I fixed it. Alright, so I'm gonna place more concealer. For any glitter colors, I like to use something that's like really small but kind of flat at the same time. Right now I've been using the Morphe by Jaclyn Hill. It's the JH42. It kind of looks a little bit like this. I don't know if you guys can tell. It's flat, a little flat, and it's small, so it can get into like my inner corner of my eye. For the inner corner, I kind of wanted to go into this shade right over here. It's a little on the light side, so I don't know if it'll be hard to apply. I didn't want to do any like gold or anything because that would be too much. I'm kind of trying to keep it more low-key. And I'm starting to apply it and it doesn't really, maybe if I use my finger. So sometimes if you just use your finger and apply that shade, it intensifies it. Because sometimes you can't get the same effect if you use like, oh, I have like brown spots because my acrylic nail accidentally went into the brown, the brown eyeshadow, so it like rubbed off. This is why you don't want to have acrylics when you're doing your makeup. You can kind of still tell it's there. Okay, back to what I was saying. If you use your finger, it'd help. But obviously your finger can't go all the way into the inner crease. That's why I use this brush. And I'm having so much fallout. Like, fallout is when like the eyeshadow that you're using just kind of has like, starts to like have like little flakes on your cheeks. And like my face is literally covered. My eyelashes are covered. And we're gonna have to fix this with a lot of concealer and mascara. Some of the mistakes when it comes to doing your makeup are fixable, like with concealer or like, what do they call it? The little things that you use to like clean your ears. I forgot what they're called. You could use that. You could always use a makeup wipe. But sometimes some mistakes are just like, no girl, you have to redo your whole makeup. So for the edges of our eyes, I kind of wanted to drag that concealer just a little bit, but I'm kind of realizing that this color isn't really something you could just like drag it all the way to the end. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take that red that we originally used, and I'm just going to apply it to our outer corner. Like that. And then I'm just going to use the brush and I'm going to blend it out. Alright, now that that's all blended out, we're going to clean up our edges and we're going to clean all that fallout from the eyeshadow with concealer. I'm going to put, oh my god, that was a lot of concealer. Okay, I'm going to take the edge of my sponge. I'm going to apply concealer and I'm going to place it in our corner. This is very like your preference because you could always have your eyeshadow below like that. You could have it higher. I always like to have the outer corner of my eye kind of meet towards like the tip of my eyeshadow, like all the way over here type thing. But it's all mostly like your preference, like whatever you prefer. Sometimes like my eyeshadow goes like that accidentally. I accidentally put it too high, so I kind of have to even them out. It's all like really based on preference. Now I'm gonna set my concealer with powder. I actually ran out of the one I originally used, so now I've been using the Maybelline Master Fix powder, setting powder. But the thing with this is that it's very, how do you say it? It gives me a lot of like flashback, even when I'm not really using a flash, when it's just natural lighting. I don't really like the setting powder, and I don't really recommend it. The reason why I don't recommend it is because it leaves the lower part of like, it leaves like the whatever you set really white, and you don't really want that. Like, it'll give you like a ghost ghost type look, which is not very attractive, but this is all I had time to get. I always like to stay away from translucent powders that are just white, because that just even gives them even more of a chance of turning very white once you even take them off. The original one that I had before was the Maybelline translucent light to medium, and it wasn't very like white, it was more like skin tone color, and I really liked it, and I ran out, so I kind of used my backup, which was this Maybelline one, but I don't really recommend it because, like I said, it just leaves you very, very like ghosty looking, and we don't really want that. So that was one of the things that I wanted to comment to you guys about, is this setting powder right here. I don't really recommend it. I did get it at a drugstore, and I mean, it does the trick. It does set my concealer the way I want it to be set, but it just has like a white residue that I don't really like at all. So it's just, I don't know. It's something I have to work with now because it's all I have, but I wouldn't recommend you guys purchasing it because it's just not that good. I'm gonna set the rest, and I'm gonna complete the rest of my makeup off camera, and I'll be right back. All right, guys, we actually finished my makeup, set it up, put setting spray on. I just cannot speak today. Like, I don't know if you guys have noticed throughout the video, I cannot make out my words and make sentences. Like, I'm just not functioning today in that kind of field. But anyway, I finished my makeup, applied some lashes, and I added a lip gloss because I didn't really want to add more color, just because there's a lot like of color already on my eyelids. I kind of like to balance it out like that. When I do more of a neutral look, I do like to go in for like a darker shade for my lips, but for today we're just sticking with lip gloss. Anyways, so I do have a couple videos planned out, like I mentioned. I would like to hear like any recommendations. I know lately I've been getting like support messages and like people that I've known that have like shown support to my videos, to my tutorial, my channel in general, and they've been giving me a couple tips of the things that they do and that maybe I could try out myself, and I really appreciate that. I really like receiving like feedback. I like having people telling me, oh, like you did this good, or like, oh, you need to improve in this area of your videos. I like improvement, so I am welcoming any type of feedback that you guys may have. I also would like to hear any type of brands or any specific, like let's say palette or foundation that you guys are really into, or even like makeup that you guys want me to try out and give a review about. I'm very open about that too. So down below I'll be linking my social medias, my Instagram and my Twitter, so you guys can go on ahead and give me any recommendations or anything you guys just want to tell me, and I'll be more than welcome to make videos that you guys would watch and would enjoy. I did make a poll on my Instagram once where I had a couple of options, and I'm going to be focusing on that as well. I did do the how to apply lashes tutorial. I will link that also down below. And for the upcoming videos, I do have more of a natural, like easy, fast kind of look that you can complete coming up soon. So stay tuned for that. And I think that's it for today's video. I hope you give this video a thumbs up and you hit the subscription button. I hope you enjoyed. And it's kind of, sorry for my verbal, I don't know, miscommunication, verbal, I don't know, I just couldn't talk today, but I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.